I just
Okay.
knew I wanted to have time. So it was more the fact of not being in a building and having to be there, which made it a lot easier for me to transition to mobile and being it wasn't like it was my own business, but I was more of a sole proprietor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that was your, and like you said, that wasn't a goal originally. So how did this come about? Like, what year do you say, or if you can remember that you started your first LLC?
Um, I would say I started my first LLC at I believe it was 2010, 2011. I had my own little studio in Noonan. Um, and then that's when a lot of people, it wasn't a lot of people, but I noticed I was going out of my studio more often instead of being in my studio taking services. So I then decided to discontinue my services within the studio and started doing more mobile. I would say the mobile picked up very quickly in 2020 with COVID. So
Okay.
that's what really made it a big thing.
But even before then, so you were already starting to notice a need. That is you already going ahead and being a forerunner, seeing that there's a need for a foundation. I'm sorry, seeing that there's a need for mobile services 10 years before COVID is even thought about, because you're seeing yourself constantly leaving the studio instead of having people come to you. And I think this also plays a part in the fact that you do a lot of geriatric services as well. There may be people who may not be mobile to come to you, and that you have to go to them. So it doesn't just play a part in the fact that people have the convenience or need the convenience of not leaving their house, but sometimes they can't.
Right.
And you're picking
That's
up on that.
that's correct. Yes.
Awesome. Trailblazer, they call that.
Is that what they call it?
Yes, yes, ma'am. That's what they call that. Okay, so what does a typical week look like for you? Are you mostly client facing? Do you spend significant time on the business side of things? What does that look like?
And it makes it a lot easier when you say the business side. For me, it's only um, budgeting the monies that's coming in. So that's the business side of me. It's not that difficult because I'm basically keeping a calendar, the services that I'm rendering, and the amounts of dollars that I'm bringing in. So that is not that for me can transition to just a monthly thing for me to see what my monthly goal looks like. So it doesn't take that much time for me to do that. The face to face is more of a bigger thing for me because I'm performing at events, I'm meeting new people, I'm meeting the therapist that I'm working with, just ensuring that the people that I'm working with, kind of has the same passion, the workflow runs easy. It's more being on site and ensuring everything runs smoothly like they need to. So
And
that's the bigger part for me.
that's a perfect segue. I don't want you to get off that or lose that train of thought, because the next question is about the logistics of the business, right? Like, what are your biggest operational challenges you feel like?
I think the big operational challenges is ensuring that I'm getting to the location on time, getting set up on time, meeting the needs of the clientele that will be addressing that day, and just ensuring I have all my equipment and products. So that's the big headway towards all that.
Got it. I love it. And so my favorite part, this is more so around skills and success factors. So you build an expertise around skin, hair, and nails, and now massages. This is my favorite part. Um, what is your favorite part? Because I know at first you've seen I know you said more so of your mentor doing hair. And then I feel like across the board, you found a love in the esthetician side of things and learning about skin and all these type of things. Um, I feel like there are a lot of trends that go around, and you see people are doing things that may be a little unhealthy.
Mhm.
How do you go about giving advice as an expert while not, judging your clients or making them feel bad about some of the decisions that they're making or that they may have seen on social media?
So I'll start with the acrylic nails, the enhancements of nails. There's so many different products out there. Uh, we'll start with the enhancements. Those are the products that will enhance the nail and put a type of chemical on there that's harmful for the natural nail. Um, I see a lot of that, but a lot of people love for their hands to look beautiful, and I get it. I think I just kindly just remind them of the need for their own nails to be able to do its natural processes in order to stay healthy. It's not a bad thing to put on enhancements when you're going out to an engagement. You want those hands to look wonderful. You want to be able to do those extravagant designs that people are doing and to have the longevity with it. And that's the positive aspect of that product is you have the longevity. However, it's not going to be healthy, but you've got the longevity. So I just kind of wean that information into the clients.
And I love that you say that because I think I more so focus on the enhancements and love the enhancements. And I think I look at your way of doing things as the natural side of like in starting when you started the natural side of hair, nails, and skin. And so you make me more so process like what's a healthier way to do the enhancements. So I love that you talk about taking breaks. Like remind myself like not to do the enhancements all the time, no matter what I do, like give myself a break. Or what's a healthier version of said enhancement? If we're not doing acrylics, is gel better way? Can we do builder gel? Like we're constantly looking at a healthier way to do the enhancements, even when it comes to the lashes or like what's a better way to get some skincare in that's not heavily chemically induced. Like I think it's always a step to meet in the middle, and that's why I love the way you do things because it's like, okay, yeah, we can have the extra, but you also need to know how to make sure that you don't need these enhancements. This is just something cute. Whereas some people need the acrylic nails because they can't grow out their real nails. Some people need the lashes because they've ruined the follicles and they're ruining the skin follicles and their hair follicles on their lashes and they can't grow them. So I think that is good to have your clients know that you never want to you want to be able to do this as a fun thing and not as something that is like, oh no, girl, I need to get this done because I look crazy. Um, I love that. I think what qualities do you think separate the people who thrive in this industry versus the people who struggle? And that could be both because I feel like with you when we talk about this industry, we're talking about the beauty industry, but I think what makes you unique is the fact that you are doing these mobile services that people don't often talk about. And you are also in the business of being again an entrepreneur and all that type of stuff. When we talk about the beauty industry and we talk about beauty salons, we're often talking about women who are entrepreneurs who have a storefront and their salon place and they're doing all these kind of things, but because you have this flexibility, I think I want to talk about that too. It's like the kind of the space where you are on being a forward thinker, where you have an idea and you're doing something that not everybody is doing.
Um, I think the way that I should be able to answer that is the passion. My
Mm,
my passion for this grows has been growing each and every time. I had the love for the hair first, and then started minimizing on okay, well, if I'm mobile, I can't do color, so I have to get more into cutting, which was also a great trend. People enjoy people cutting their hair. They love different cutting styles, so it was getting into that. and then interfacing with different businesses where I then got into the waxing because I was able to assist and help out with an establishment that I worked with. Otherwise, I probably would have never really got into waxing. But when I got into
Mm.
there and I had a chance to try it, I was like, okay, well, let me add this to my portfolio too to be able to do some waxing. So that's why I got a chance to do that. Then started waxing myself, waxing my daughter, and then I was like, okay, this is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So just knowing that going forward to just giving everything a try just to really see what my niche was and to also give me the opportunity to switch off like I was in different jobs. I think that was the big thing and that's what always kept me involved and interested because it
Mm.
always felt like something new each and every day. Did that answer your
Uh,
question?
No, that was absolutely perfect.
Okay.
Passion was the first part, and then
Mhm.
you just basically what I'm getting out of that is just you being adaptable. Like it's switching off and you being able to do everything, and that's so important to know about yourself because you're not pigeonholed to one thing and you're doing one thing all the time, and you literally were able to your passion is growing because you're able to jump from skin to hair to nails and then go back to skin and then do whatever you want to do. No, that was really good. What do you think your approach is to building and retaining loyal client base? And when don't I'm sorry, base when you don't have a physical location?
So I think I've been really very blessed in that area. It's so funny because most of my clients are seniors. So seniors I find are just extremely just very loyal. The average adult based client, that is always going to be challenging, whether you're in a facility or being mobile, because people have many different options at that time. They've got many alternatives to visit different people, whether it's a built in clientele or not. You've got those different specials that are running, and people are going to gravitate to a lesser rate than what they're going to somebody at even though you have that great rapport. It's definitely never going to be a hard feeling. But I think for me, I've been extremely blessed because of word of mouth.
Mm.
So most of my people that come to me is definitely word of mouth, and they don't venture out to go anywhere else to have somebody to come to their home. You got to remember, people trust. They've got to trust you to come into their home, and their families, and know where they live, and they want someone that they've built a relationship to, not only just a transactional relationship, but more of a personable relationship as well, knowing that they can trust who comes into their home. And I think that's where I've been really very blessed.
I love that. And let's see. So this more so goes towards the route that I'm going to. Even though I love hair, skin, nails, I do it mostly on myself and I'm constantly researching videos and I love all that kind of stuff. With me going the MBA route, I think it more so speaks to what you talked about, the budgeting. Uh-oh. How much time we got? We got 10 minutes left.
Okay.
The budgeting and the marketing and all that type of stuff, trying to get a grasp on that. Um Running a business requires me to wear a lot of hats and finance and all that. Are there areas that you wish you had more formal business training in early on?
I would definitely say it would be that business front. When I began in operations, there was really no one there to show me uh, the budgeting parts of it, getting your inventory, the percentages that you need to charge to be able to establish your service pricing. And I was really very young when I got into the operational part of it. But as I was hiring and training and I understood being a technician, it made it a lot easier for me to be able to focus in on building a team versus building a company where their numbers can grow, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No,
Mm.
and we still don't have to rush because we can move this over to Facebook,
Oh,
FaceTime. Because
okay.
I still got
Okay.
a game and stuff for us to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're taking our time.
Okay.
And then so how do you think an MBA background can add value in this industry, whether for somebody starting their own practice or working with a larger wellness brand?
I think that this is a multi-billion dollar industry, and having those those people that have the MBA business structure can help elaborate different businesses on the directions that they need to go in. So if someone decided to assist a business that was stagnant, they didn't know how to grow their business any further, that's where you could have that individual consultant that comes in to help be able to build the business to another stage in life. And that's how I believe someone with an MBA background can assist with that.
I love that. And so the last question, for someone looking to enter the wellness or beauty industry from a business angle, what would you say is the most important thing to understand that outsiders often get wrong?
uh this industry, they believe it's just your regular hospitality industry, like your hotels, and this is a whole different breed than a hotel. You could never um be that person, even if you've been in retail, understand this spa salon world or wellness world without being a technician. You would never be able to get it unless you are able to work that back end. And I use that terminology because I love Chick-fil-A's structure. You cannot buy into a Chick-fil-A franchise until you have worked that whole like front desk, started as a cashier and work your way up, because they want you to understand the business. And I think that goes to the same um touching base with the spa industry. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, thank you so much, Latanya. Those
You're
answers were
welcome.
amazing. I
Thank
have a
you.
game for us, okay?
Okay.
It's called rapid fire. Okay, so it's really quick and you say whatever you want. Okay, so
Okay.
now my version of this is called yuck or yum because I often like to say you can't yuck somebody else's yum. So real quick on your head. If you don't know what it is, you can say, "Oh, I don't know what that is." These are some trends that are
Okay.
going around on TikTok that the girls are doing that we love so bad, and so you just decide if you're like, no, yuck is absolutely not. Don't do that. Yum is okay, yeah, absolutely. And if you just don't know, be like, I've never heard of that, and then we could just look it
Okay.
up later together.
Okay.
Okay. Yuck or yum, rapid fire, you just say it really quick.
Okay.
Dermaplaning on the face.
I don't know because
No, no, no else, no explanation. Yuck or yum.
yuck.
Oh wow. Gel X nails.
Yuck.
Oh wow. Soft wax.
Yum.
Nair on the eyebrows to clean the eyebrows.
Yuck.
Oh wow. Um Hair removal powders on the entire body.
Yuck.
Ripping off nails with your teeth.
Yuck.
Dollar Tree skincare.
Yum. I've tried it, so yum. Yes.
No, I love it. Thank you so much for all your time. This has been a fantastic interview. And everybody, we didn't say salicylic acid not one time.
At one time.
Great job. Thank you, Latanya.